Imagine this. You wake up, you grab your phone, and you open your investing app. But today is different. You don't see a small gain. You don't see a small loss. You see a number that takes your breath away. $1.1 million. A life-changing amount of money. Money that could mean a paid-for house, a secure retirement, freedom. But instead of pure joy, a cold knot of fear forms in your stomach. Because you know the truth. You know that this massive number is fragile. You know it came from a handful of risky bets that paid off big. And you know that what the market gives, the market can take away, twice as fast. For years, we've been poisoned by a common enemy, the get-rich-quick culture. The crypto bros on social media, the 22-year-old gurus on TikTok screaming about the next 10x stock, the entire media ecosystem that celebrates lottery ticket wins and ignores the millions of people who lose everything chasing them. They sell you the fantasy of the quick, easy score because it gets them clicks, not because it builds you real, lasting wealth. But here is the revelation, the surprising truth that this culture will never tell you. Making $1 million is not the same as having $1 million. One is an event, the other is a state of being. One is a lucky roll of the dice, the other is the result of a deliberate, unbreakable strategy. The biggest risk you face isn't missing out on the hot stock, it's mistaking a lucky win for a sustainable plan. Today, we are going to break down a true story of a woman who turned $270,000 into $1.1 million and was terrified. We will dissect the blunt advice Dave Ramsey gave her and extract the 3 fundamental investing lies that her story exposes. These are the lies that keep good men gambling when they should be growing their wealth. So here's the challenge. If you are looking for a hot stock tip or the name of the next crypto to pop, this video is not for you. You can click away right now. But if you are serious about turning your income into real generational wealth, if you want a plan that works in the real world, not just in a fantasy scenario, then stay. Because the lessons from this $1.1 million windfall could be the most important you ever learn. Lie number 1. The lie of the hot stock. The first and most dangerous lie is that you, an individual, can consistently and reliably pick winning individual stocks. The culture tells you that with enough research, a clever insight, or a hot tip, you can find the next Amazon, the next Nvidia, and ride it to glory. This is a fantasy, and it's a fantasy designed to make you trade, which only makes the brokerage houses rich. Think of stock picking like trying to win a poker tournament. You might win a hand with a lucky draw. You might even win 2. It feels incredible. You start to think you're a genius, that you've cracked the code, but over the long haul, you are sitting at a table with professionals who have more information, better technology, and more capital than you could ever dream of. Your single lucky win doesn't make you a professional poker player, and your one hot stock pick doesn't make you a professional investor. In the long run, the pros at the table will always take your chips. This is exactly what happened to Michelle, the caller from the story. She took a $270,000 life insurance payment after her husband tragically passed away, money that was meant to be her security, and invested it in just 20 individual companies. That portfolio exploded to $1.1 million. An incredible result. But when Dave Ramsey dug in, the truth came out. The vast majority of that life-changing gain came from just 4 of those companies. She didn't win because she was a genius who picked 20 winners. She won because she gambled on a few lucky bets that went supernova. Dave's blunt advice was that what she had pulled off was a miracle, but it was not a sustainable strategy. It was a one-time win at the casino. Building real wealth isn't about finding the magic needle in the haystack, it's about buying the whole damn haystack. Lie number 2, the all-or-nothing trap. The second lie grows out of the first. It's the idea that, to get rich, you have to concentrate your money. You have to take big, bold, concentrated risks. Scared money don't make money, the gurus say. They tell you to put all your eggs in one basket and watch that basket like a hawk. But they never show you the thousands of people who did that and ended up with a pile of broken eggs. Imagine your entire financial future is a magnificent house that you're building for your family. Concentrating your investments into a handful of stocks is like building that entire beautiful house on top of a single, massive pillar right in the center. As long as that one pillar is solid, the house looks incredible. But if that one pillar develops a single unforeseen crack, if the CEO makes a bad decision, if a competitor releases a better product, if the government changes a regulation, the entire structure, your entire financial life comes crashing down in an instant. The risk is catastrophic. I remember a guy named Daniel. He worked for a hot tech company about 10 years ago. He was a true believer. He poured every spare dollar he had, including his entire 401k, into his company's stock. For a couple of years, he looked like the smartest man in the world. The stock price tripled. His friends were jealous. He felt invincible. He started planning the early retirement he was going to take. Then, a competitor released a product that made his company's technology almost obsolete overnight. The stock collapsed. In less than 6 months, it lost 90% of its value. Daniel's entire future, the house he had built on that one single pillar, was wiped out. He had to start over from zero in his late 40s. He didn't lose because he was a bad guy. He lost because he took a risk he didn't need to take. Your financial security shouldn't depend on the performance of a handful of CEOs. It should depend on the collective power of the entire economy. Lie number 3, the myth of exciting investing. The third and final lie is the most subtle. It's the idea that smart investing is supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be a thrill ride of buying, selling, watching the tickers, and timing the market. The culture has turned investing into a spectator sport, a video game where you're supposed to be making moves all the time. But the truth is, real, effective, wealth-building investing is boring. It's supposed to be boring. Think of it like a cross-country road trip. Trying to get rich with individual stocks is like trying to get from New York to Los Angeles by engaging in a series of illegal street races. It's exciting. It's a huge adrenaline rush. You might win a race or two and make some fast progress, but it is an incredibly high-risk, high-stress gamble that is far more likely to end with you crashed on the side of the road. Boring, diversified, long-term investing is the equivalent of getting on the interstate, setting the cruise control at 70 miles per hour, and just driving. You eat at boring rest stops. You listen to podcasts for hours. It is predictable, it is systematic. And it is the single most reliable way to guarantee you will reach your destination safely. Consider a woman named Sarah, a nurse. For 25 years, she never once bought a single share of an individual company. She never tried to time the market. She never even checked her balances more than once a year. She simply set up an automatic contribution from every single paycheck into a handful of low-cost, boring, diversified mutual funds inside her retirement accounts. That's it. For 25 years, she just let the system work. Her friends would talk about their hot stock picks and crypto wins. Sarah had nothing to add to the conversation. It was boring. But last year, at the age of 55, she logged in and saw that her boring strategy had produced a nest egg of over $1.5 million. She didn't win a street race, she just drove the speed limit, and she arrived at her destination a very wealthy woman. The goal of investing isn't to get a dopamine hit from a risky bet. It's to systematically and calmly build a future where you don't have to worry about money. So, let's recap the blunt advice hidden in this incredible story. First, we must reject the lie of the hot stock. You're not a professional stock picker, and that's okay. Second, we have to dismantle the all-or-nothing trap. Concentration doesn't build wealth, it creates terrifying risk. And third, we must embrace the unsexy secret that true investing is boring, consistent, and diversified. Michelle's story is a gift to all of us. Her smartest move wasn't turning $270,000 into over $1 million. Her smartest move was being wise enough to realize she was standing on a fragile foundation and calling for help. Your financial success is not defined by one lucky win. It's defined by the disciplined, wise decisions you make to turn that luck into a lasting legacy. It is about moving your money from the casino table to a real, proven plan. So this is my challenge to you. Your one step, not to like or subscribe. A real-world action. If you own any individual stocks, whether it's in a brokerage account or your 401k, I want you to log into your account in the next 10 minutes. Just log in and look at them. And ask yourself one simple question. Am I holding this because I have a detailed, strategic reason to believe it will outperform the entire market? Or am I holding it because of a lucky win or an emotional attachment? Don't sell it. Don't buy more. Just ask the question. That moment of honest assessment is your first step from being a gambler to becoming a real investor. Take it now.